Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Wandia. If you're new here, if you are not, then welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about bad behavior, how to rectify bad behavior, and basically discipline. Okay, so we're going to be talking about ways of rectifying bad behavior, how to do it, which is my main concern today, and when to do it. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna start with ways of disciplining. So I mean, most of you use naughty corner. Please try not to call your child naughty. Just tell them they're either being funny or they're being insensible. Please don't call your child naughty. It's not a very nice thing. It's very negative. So just tell them you're being insensible or you're being funny. Don't call them naughty. So most of you use naughty corner or timeout, or you just tell them sit there, think about what you've done, and then once you're ready to talk about it, you can always come to mommy or daddy or whoever and talk about it. So please always just don't put them on naughty corner and then let them go, because they also have to understand why, the reason as to why they are being punished or they are in the naughty corner, and then talk about maybe ways forward. Something else, another way of disciplining is depriving your child of their privileges. You know what your child loves doing or watching, and you tell them, because you did this or you've done this, now for the next, maybe for today, you're not gonna be able to watch either Peppa Pig, either PJ Masks or Fixies or whatever cartoon they like. So that's another way of punishing, depriving them of their privileges. Or if they like playing, which every child loves playing, so you tell them for the next 2 hours you just sit and watch your friends play. The third one is punishment, which I think most parents do punish, but it depends with what age. So yeah, you can punish, maybe not too much to the point where you're just overworking your child, because that becomes child labor, I think. Don't overwork your child. But it's fine if they are helping. It's very important that children help in the house, chores, even just wiping the table. Yeah, so, and parents, remember to also recognize the good behavior of a child. As much as you're rectifying bad behavior, recognize the good behavior and tell them, I like the way you're using your magic words. I like the way you said please when you were asking for this and that. I like the way you said thank you. So be sure to also recognize the good behavior. So yeah. Again, parents, you have to be a role model to your children. You can tell them, use your magic words. You have to say please when you want something, when you're asking for something, and you as a parent, you're never using your magic words as well. Children learn through imitation, and so they imitate what you do. So if you're not doing the same thing, then how do you expect your child to do the same thing, to do the right thing? So please make sure that you're very cautious of the words that you use, the actions that you take around your children, because they are always watching. At times you think your children are playing, but let me tell you, children are very observant and they observe the tiniest things. Please make sure you are a role model. Make sure you are practicing whatever you're telling your child to do, because then it becomes unfair. It just becomes unfair if you're not doing the same thing. So those are some of the ways you can discipline your child. When to discipline your child, you have to pick your timings very, very right when to discipline your child. The reason I'm saying this is, when your child is throwing tantrums, for sure there's no way you're disciplining your child at that point. Even when you try, it's not gonna work. You're just disciplining them just for you to feel like, yeah, they need to be disciplined right now and they need to know what they should be doing. But for the child, they don't understand. At that point, they don't care. Honestly, they don't care about your feelings or the other person's feelings. Just let them calm down. Then once they're calm, then talk about it. Then maybe punish after that. Something when they are throwing tantrums, parents, at times it's just good to ignore, because then every time you give them attention when they're throwing tantrums, they're just like, yeah, this is a way of, getting your attention. When I'm angry, I just throw a tantrum and mommy will be there to save me and to be soft on me. So it's okay to give attention, but again, you have to be very observant. You're just like, okay, I think their tantrum is justifiable, so maybe I can give them attention. But if it's just tantrums every so often, let them, because with time they do it like 3-4 times and you don't give a care. They're just like, okay, then maybe this is not the right way. They learn that is not the right way to seek attention. Even when they are angry, they need to learn how to control their anger. Something else is, we're mostly advised to correct immediately the child does something, behaves inappropriately. Do not wait for like 2 hours for you to wait and rectify the behavior, because children also forget some things quite fast, and some of the time they are misbehaving or they're acting in an inappropriate manner. It's not because they want it or they're conscious of their actions. So you need to rectify immediately on the spot. So it's up to you to know when. Your child, you're the one who knows your child, so you need to know when to rectify immediately and when to do it a bit later. So how to discipline? So I'm gonna use an example of my child has bitten or hit another child. What do I do? Now maybe they don't know that hitting is not right. So what do? Do I shout at them? No. I go towards them, calming. Please, don't be all angry and all, because maybe your child is confused, scared, angry as well. So when you go there with your anger, it's not gonna help. So you talk to your child calmly. You tell them, this is not right, because when you hit someone, they feel pain. Alright? That is why you don't hit someone. Ask them to go and apologize. They apologize. The thing is that most likely your child will do this again. Now maybe not subconsciously. Now they know they're still gonna do it again. Now what do? Talk to them again. Revisit. Ask them if they remember the talk you had about hitting people. Can you remember what we talked about hitting? What we said about hitting people? It's not right to hit people. Why? Because it hurts their feelings and they become sad or they become angry, because hitting is not right. Okay? Then you can always talk about what to do. What are your hands for? Are your hands used to hit? No. So how do we use our hands? Yeah? We use our hands to rub. We use our hands to carry things. We use our hands to eat. So please don't use your hands to hit other people, okay? It's not right. Have gentle hands. Gentle hands. You need to be very calm with your child. Now, again, ask them, go and apologize. Alright? But this time, tell them that the next time you do it, this will happen to you. Whatever way of discipline you use. So whether it's time out, whether it's punishment, whether it's depriving them of their privileges, I don't know which one. So you will tell them, the next time this happens, I'm sorry, but I will have to do 1 and 2 and 3. I am very sure, like 90% of your children will do it just to see how firm you are with them, or how far you can go before you give it. So they will, this time, most likely intentionally go and bite someone else when you're present, just to see what you're gonna do. Parents, please live up to your promises. You told your child that the next time they do it, you will put them at the naughty corner, you're gonna deprive them of their privileges. Please do that. But before that, ask them, do you remember what we talked about? Hitting people, what we use our hands for. So now, since you've done it, now you have to go to the naughty corner, or now you cannot play for the next 2 hours or whatever, or now you have to do this and that, whatever way of discipline you use. Please be very firm, but don't be harsh with them. Don't shout. Don't shout at your children. No one wants to be shouted at, because at times they do the wrong things, but not because they want to, because they don't know. They're still children, they're still learning. But once you rectify a behavior, it's not because they don't know. And let me tell you, sometimes children will behave in an inappropriate manner. Kizungus. So they will behave in an inappropriate way because you're not giving them attention. So it's the only way they're gonna get attention, and it doesn't matter what, for them it doesn't matter what attention, what kind of attention they get, whether it's the nice kind of attention or the bad one. As long as they get attention, that's their goal. So please make sure that you're also giving your children more attention, so that they don't behave in a very inappropriate manner, whether in public or in private, and they will behave badly in public when you're not giving them attention actually. So just a point, just give them attention. So first we said they do it for the first time, you call them, talk about it, forgive them, go. Second time, revisit, talk about it, tell them the consequences. Third time, call them, talk about it, implement your consequences on them. Be very firm. I know you love your children and you don't want them to see them sad, and most likely they're gonna cry when you start implementing their consequences. But please don't give in. Don't give in. You said next time when I do this, this will happen, so please make it happen. Otherwise, you will be repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And please, even when you're telling them to go at the naughty corner, please be very calm with them. We don't need to shout, please. We don't need to be shouting at our children. Hey, some of you and parents, please avoid physical punishments. Spanking, pinching. Now let me tell you what it does to them. It makes them become very aggressive. And you cannot blame your child when they are aggressive. And then when they become aggressive, you also become aggressive on them. It's not working. They're becoming aggressive because you are showing them that pinching is okay. It's okay. That when they don't get what they want from the person they want it from, then it's okay for them to pinch. No. So please avoid spanking, avoid pinching, avoid beating, because you know it just makes, it doesn't help the child. They will cry, they will have a bad day, but it won't solve anything. So please try as much as possible not to use, once in a while, for sure, once in a while, just ask them, are your ears working? Are you sure they're working? I don't think they are. Once in a while.